that man never changed. The problem is, when you started dating, your expectations were based on what you saw in him. It was not based on what you expected from a man. You know, my sister, that man never changed. The only problem is, he never set boundaries when relationship was starting. It was free mode, and you never understood how far he can go when it comes to putting boundaries. You know what, my sister? He never changed. The only thing that changed is the fact that you still have male friends around you. This is making your relationship to look like it is not what you expect from a relationship. And again, that man never changed. Unfortunately, your relationship has been a transactional relationship instead of being a mutual relationship with mutual interests. Now, let me explain. So, if this is your first time, why don't you just hit that subscribe button and leave a like, and remember to share this video so someone else can also learn. So let's get back to our topic today. Why do men change in relationships? Purpose. Why must a woman find out what is the purpose of a man that is courting her for a relationship? Remember, most men forget about their responsibility while chasing you to be their girlfriend or their woman. The moment you accept them, they go back to being responsible people. That's why somebody who's doing business, who's very busy, will try to create time for you until he gets you. Once he gets you, that time he used to waste chasing you, he will try to get it back to his business. And that's why so many people feel like, you know, I dated this guy. When I was dating him, he used to give me so much time. He used to take me places. He used to do this and that and that. But the moment I got married to him, all these things stopped. So does it always mean that this man doesn't love you? No, it doesn't mean so. It only means that this is nature. Men chase what they don't have. The moment they get it, they always relax. Comfort comes in and they tend to relax. That doesn't mean he doesn't love you. All women need to know is, do not allow a man to make you feel that they have so much time for you when relationship is starting. Get to be serious, get to be normal, and offer them only the space that you need to offer. Know what is their purpose. How busy are they every single day? How many people are they responsible for? How many things are they doing in a day? Tend to know this even without them explaining it. Once you understand, you can try to gauge how committed this person can be when relationship gets to comfort zone. Number 2, is your expectation the culprit of the changes you see in your man today? You see, there's a difference between having expectations of a man I want to date and having expectation of a man that I have met. Right? So when a woman has expectations that she has wrote down, she has mastered, that, you know, a man that I have to date has to have this and that and that, that's a woman who can succeed with a relationship. But when a woman has got no defined expectations from a man, and then you meet a man and you look at him, perhaps he's driving a car, perhaps he has money, perhaps he's good and wise, perhaps he's a manager somewhere. So you tend to think, because he's a manager, I want to date him because I expect he will give me a job. Because he has money, I want to date him because I expect my bills will be paid. What happens is, your expectations might be met when the relationship is starting, but as the time goes by, when this person gets back to his responsible nature, those expectations might not be met, and you could be thinking that that man has lost love towards you. It is not always about the question of him loving you or not loving you. It is a question of how you put your expectations, because as I said, when men are looking for a woman to court, to date, or to marry, they forget about their responsibilities. They tend to want to make you happy, to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel like he's the only man that you need in your life. But the moment they get hold of you and you accept them, they become responsible, and now they start to treat you the way you are supposed to be treated, even though they have spoiled you when the relationship was starting. Number 3, when a man doesn't define boundaries when relationship is starting. He leaves you on a freestyle, free mode. You can do what you want. You can ask for anything and he will provide. You can ask to go anywhere, he will take you. You can ask to meet him anytime, you will get him. You can, whatever you need, he will provide during the dating or the courting period. As I've said, and I want to repeat, when you are dating, when you are being courted by a man, be very careful, because that man always forgets his responsibilities. He becomes a irresponsible man. He becomes a weak man who is chasing to find. All right? So you need to relax. A man needs to put those boundaries. A man could be having a belief that he cannot give money to a woman just like that. But because he's courting you, because he wants to be in a relationship with you, he can even take a loan to come and give you money. That doesn't mean that this man is going to take a loan to give you money when you are in marriage. It means that in marriage, he will tell you, I don't have. And it will be easier for you to see that he doesn't have the money. During the dating period, the courting period, he doesn't have the guts to say, I don't have. He would rather go and borrow money to come and give it to you to make you happy, which most of men don't do when relationship has gone to a certain length, or maybe you've been married and you've been together for some time. They will not do that. They will be very frank and open and tell you that, you know what, we can do this because I don't have money. But the thing is, you were spoiled when you were dating. He never said no. That's during that time. So you'll start to feel like my man has changed. That doesn't mean your man doesn't love you. The thing is, boundaries were not set when the relationship was starting. Number 4, male friends. You see, when you have a committed and responsible and good man, the right one, the one you believe is the kind of a man you've been looking for, my advice to you, my sister, cut the connection and relationships you have with your male friends. Remember, there's no man out there who is having just a friendship with a woman. The thing always is, the woman is responsible, is disciplined, and has boundaries. When the woman removes the discipline, the boundaries, and the standards, and forgets about her value, that man will go across the boundaries to get to sleep with her. That's a fact. We can debate about it, but the truth is, no man has just a friendship with another woman. So what happens is, when you have a very committed, a serious gentleman who is a good man to you, the feeling is not always a boyfriend kind of a feeling. They will give you a husband kind of a feeling. And you've heard so many people tell you that marriage is not easy, marriage is difficult. So a real man, a good man, a man who is so serious with you, will expect so much from you in terms of being a woman and a wife. The vibe that he will be expecting is a vibe of a woman, a wife, a mother. But in reality, we always want the boyfriend kind of a vibe. Honey, daddy, mommy, playing hide and seek and this and that. So when you start having that kind of feeling in a relationship, and there is a male friend that is also connected to you, this male friend will start to push and give you the boyfriend kind of feeling than what your real man is offering you. And you will start to feel that your man is offering too less of a man, because the guy on the other side is only on the other side because you have got some boundaries, you have got some discipline, you have got some values in you. When you remove that value, he will be inside it. So the feeling he gives you, that's why you realize that when you are having a very committed relationship, communication sometimes in terms of texting and calling sometimes is reduced. It's not too much, but there is that kabesti kind of a guy, who replies to your messages like an electricity, like instantly, picks your call anytime you make it, and he's always available for you. That guy is also having a very big problem with his own woman that he's very serious with. And that is how it happens. And lastly, a man changes, in quotes, because of a relationship that is transactional more than it is mutual. You see, you've heard so many people talk about, if he doesn't call me, I will not call him. If he doesn't come, I don't care. He forgot my birthday, I'll not think about his own. That is a transactional kind of a relationship where you only do because somebody did. Remember, men will be so much into you when the relationship is starting. He will call you, he will text you, he will buy you gifts, he will want to take you places, and the women will get used to it. You'll get addicted to him starting and doing. So when they marry you, they come back to being responsible, as I said. So when responsibility chips in, they will not be starting those conversations. They will not be planning for those outings. You will be the one trying to plan for them. But now, what happens? Because you were spoiled when relationship was starting, you will start to feel like the man changed. So, in conclusion, no man changes unless he's a bad man. But most men don't change in relationship. All you need to know is the purpose that man serves. All you need to do as a woman is to sharpen your expectations of a man you want to date and have them even before you meet that man, so that you don't expect things depending on the man that you meet. And as a man, you need to have your boundaries when relationship is starting. Do not bring these boundaries when relationship has gone some distance, or maybe after marrying this lady, now you start bringing your boundaries. Oh, you can't go here, you can't do this. Let the woman know when the relationship is starting that these are my boundaries. And also, you need to remove your male friends. You can have your male friends, but the moment you find a man that you believe in, a good man, a man that can take you somewhere, get off the ship of male friends. Unless they are your colleagues at work, unless they are your business partners, but those chit chats, men friends, you need to get them out of the board to make your relationship work. Lastly, transactional relationships. Don't allow transactions to lead your relationship. Be somebody who has a mutual commitments and mutual interest, such that if I don't do, you can do it, and you won't feel the heat or the burden or heaviness of doing it. You just do it because we are mutually committed to this. So this side does it, whether this side did it or not, and the relationship continues. My name is Johngora. I'm a life coach. If this was your first time on my YouTube channel, it is my humble request for you to be part of my family by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Remember to share it with your friends, and also leave a comment down below. Why do you think men change in a relationship? Keep smiling.